This is Jessie, our newest employee, and we're about to throw her in elbows deep.
This is where we need the most help. I don't know if you can tell.
What do you think she was thinking when she saw that whole pile of dishes? Because it made me laugh.
I want to go home. That's a lot of dishes.
My name is Jessie. I am a sophomore studying zoology.
We'll fill these sinks up with the hose over there. But once we fill these sinks all up, we're going to do all the water bowls first.
Yeah, I gotta bring some dishes down too soon, cause I got different tubs. I don't get the nice tubs, guys. Joe upstairs does not get the nice tubs with this. I get the tubs with none of this.
So coming in for my first day, I was very excited, very nervous too, because I'm, first day jitters. It's like, yeah, very excited. Honestly, kind of weirdly pleasant. I mean, I do a lot of really monotonous stuff just in my free time. I crochet as a hobby. So anything repetitive, it's just kind of fun.
But what was the real reason we had this bright-eyed college student coming in to help us tackle this mountain of work?
We have a lot of babies, we have a lot of new cages, we have a lot of new racks. We're changing some things up and trying to improve some of the conditions. So she's going to be a huge help to us in moving forward with doing that. Reach Out Reptiles, we're about the snakes and the well-being of the snakes and trying to be innovative.
I think that was an inventive word. And an innovative.
And an innovative. We're trying to make things better for the snakes at all times. And one of the best ways to do that is bigger and better cages. Bigger and better racks, bigger and better cages, bigger and better everything. And in that process, that if you go from cleaning 10 4-foot cages to 24-foot cages, it's obviously an increase in work. We need the staffing to be able to do that. When you're cleaning for a facility, it's way different than cleaning at your home. You don't look at the little things, like, for instance, if you fill the bucket up from the faucet in the sink, it takes 10 minutes longer. There's little tiny things that you don't think about, and those are the things that I have to plan for and schedule for and have staffing for. You're talking about hours and hours and hours of work that could be delegated into other areas. Socialize a baby or spend a little bit more time with a snake that seems to be a little ornery and try to get them to be easily handleable. There's lots of things that go into it that I never thought would go into it when you're looking at a large scale compared to a hobbyist. Seeing them thrive and be healthy and happy, it all makes it worth it. You know what they say? With great power comes great responsibility. And I don't have either.
So how do you feel about snakes?
Snakes, they're really cool. I've held a snake once or twice before years ago, but I don't have much experience.
Good, because we're about to give her a little bit more. And while Jessie was finishing up the dishes, Tim had some cute baby house snakes to show off.
Saw these guys last week, fresh out the egg. But
fresh out the egg, he or she, you can still tell has got that gray going into shed. Still freaking looks great. I like the pattern on him. Definitely will need to shed out and then get his first meal, because none of these have eaten yet. That's that,
Marilyn, our dishwasher, came in to save Jessie, which gave Rob the opportunity to give Jessie her first reticulated python experience and teach her some important lessons.
We got this beautiful super motley, super tiger anery male. Jessie is our new hire, so I'll just hold him out like this, and whatever you feel comfortable in doing. Is this the biggest snake you've probably ever messed with?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a puppy dog. So this isn't your typical male. If you notice, he doesn't really flick his tongue. He puts just the very tip of his tongue out. That's it. You want nice, long tongue flicks. That means he's curious. He's not defensive. He's not angry. He's not irritated. He's curious. That's what you want. A curious snake is an easy snake. An aggressive or a defensive snake is a difficult snake. So the first thing is the tongue flick. The second is what is he doing? He's anchored on me. He's gonna go poo. Good boy. You make Tim happy too. You're not gonna crawl on me, man. All right, so you wanna hold him now? So what do you think? Not as big and bad, as scary as some people think.
No, but very, very cool.
Yeah, this guy's a pretty cool one. I would say the number one thing in the room is complacency will get you hurt, and just communication. If I'm taking a snake out and it's a crowded room, I have no problem saying, hey, I'm taking a snake out. You just let people know. I like to have that openness with anybody that works down here, just because you never know what's gonna happen. And if you feel comfortable saying to me, hey Rob, get out of the way, you'll feel comfortable to me saying, hey, watch this, and that could save me, that could help me.
Got a couple cages done.
Exactly 2.
There you go.
I'm not very fast. I can't really complain. It's all done.
Dude, you have the most positive attitude possibly ever.
Thank you.
And while Jesse is hard at work cleaning cages, Rob has been able to use some of that extra time to work on some ideas he's been having.
One of the things we didn't like, or we noticed, was we got a lot of pushing in our babies. So after some major research, we came up with this size tub. This is a restaurant grade tub, so if you set it up for a baby, you got perches, you got hides, you can put humidity hides, you can put some vines, you can put, all kinds of different things into it, right? You could set up a 3D printer and print out a whole thing for this, and they could be jungle gym climbing around all the time. Awesome, right? As a baby, and then as a sub-adult. But as a hatchling, you're looking at about a year to a year and a half they're gonna live in this. So my theory is that there's 100 different reasons why retics push, right? Wet substrate, not enough food, too much heat, too much food. The first thing they do is try to push. So all the corners are all rounded in this, nice and smooth, no real sharp edges. One of my theories is when you have the ventilation in the top of the tub and it's in a racking system, all of the airflow comes in from the top. So if you put ventilation in the top, that's where you get the pushed faces, you get the little scratches, so on and so forth, because they're trying to get out. And they know that their world revolves around coming down. So when you put the ventilation in the sides and the front, you eliminate all that. But I think trying to do it better, the racking system, this is what that looks like.
The most surprising thing was definitely on Wednesday when I got to help the baby snakes out of the egg.
I've never seen anything like this before, so this is really neat.
First time ever.
You're helping a baby hatch?
Apparently.
Whoa. I'm just gonna look over your shoulder like this. Is that help?
Just whisper. Oh God, Garrett. Sorry.
I was not expecting that on day 2.
Yep.
Like that?
All the way down in, yeah. And come up underneath that. Keep coming.
Yeah.
And then come to the other side. Boom. And you got it right there, and that's
Just
it.
now birthed the
And
snake.
you have, congratulations. Well done.
But that was really, really neat.
This is a world's first clutch, and if you want to see more about this clutch, make sure to stay tuned for next week's video because we're going to talk all about it.